Okay, everything seems normal. I guess we restarted. I guess it restarted properly now?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
Maybe?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm a little worried. I'm a little bit concerned.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. Just for the time being, I will do that. I'm very uneasy now, because I'm not entirely sure
Yet there was not a single person here either.
what's happening.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
What's going on in the broom closet?
No, not again. I won't be
What?
part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please
Thank you.
Take your time.
Thank you. That is very much appreciated that you let me do this. Let me look around. That looks unsafe and that's good. Some cables. There's a wrench. La, 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 la. I'm gonna just take my sweet time clicking everything over and over again. There's a mop and a broom. Well, I guess there's nothing for me to do here. What's your secret door? What's your secret room? Well, no secret. We're leaving. Fine. Okay. How about we go down this time?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No, we don't. No, we don't. We're going downstairs. Fire hose. Not interested. There's nothing down here. What is on there? Looks like bird. Oh, it's paint. It's not bird poop. I'm seeing bird poop everywhere.
But Stanley
I
just
see
couldn't
dead
do it.
people.
He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All
Well, I'm a
because
free
he
thinker.
believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy.
That's okay.
And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense.
Wait, are we going in
And
the
as Stanley
loop?
pondered this, he began to make other strange observations.
Like,
For
we're going in the
example,
loop?
Why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
That is a good
For
question.
that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating?
They
No,
were.
Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm
Dun, dun, dun.
dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream.
No.
What a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself,
That's what crazy people
suppose
think.
I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still
I thought you enjoy your job.
So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Wait, oh, so he's actually
Then he imagined himself
flying.
soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was
Yay!
so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
Am I on drugs?
Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it
I
be?
was flying
Was Stanley simply
for a
deceiving
starfield.
himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility?
You know what? I'm just gonna walk
for himself?
backwards or so.
Stanley
Hopefully.
is
Nope,
as awake
can't.
right now as he's ever been
Damn
in
it.
his life.
Well, am I sleeping all the
Now,
time?
hearing the voice speak these words
The
was quite a
Matrix.
shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream.
How would I do that?
He closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
I just want the last two sentences as a separate sound segment. That's great.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake
Oh,
me
no.
up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
I passed out probably. Or something.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella
please.
woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like.
Dead on the floor?
Moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
What an odd ending, if this is an ending. Because at this point, I don't even know anymore. Is this the ending? No, clearly not. Shit's still going on. Fine, okay. Hi, what's happening? What's written on these? I guess those are part of the story.
All of
I want to
his
say.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I don't know,
Stanley
but
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
sure, I'll do that. How about that? There's a different paper in there. Sure. How about I do that? I like how the paper wraps around the walls there. That's kind of cool. I guess that those are
When
half.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Sure, I'll do that. For now. For now, I'll follow a little bit. Just a little bit. We can still deviate
Yet
sooner or
there was
later.
not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer
That's
there.
awesome. They just like blocked this off. It's like, no, you're not going in there anymore. I'm so done with your shit. Stanley? No. That's basically what's happening. All right.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
How about no? We're going down again this time. Or wait. Wait, no, this is where the car is. So wouldn't it just trigger the whole thing again? The whole loop. Oh, let's not do the loopy loop. We did the loopy loop down there. I guess I'm gonna go up and see if I can do anything at the boss's office. Apparently I get all the rare office variants. That's kind of nice. Ooh, the executive bathroom, guys. Ah, so fancy. I don't know if I deserve to go in here. Oh my. I got a feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. Say, that's a lovely purse. What? Extreme bathrooms. That's the great magazine to read in the bathroom. You know what? I would read it on the bathroom. I want to see how other people, like, you know, what they have. The executive bathroom. So nice. Okay. Nothing else to do in here. What about this room? Ooh. What? Business strategy. It says business strategy. Love it. There's an elevator. Let's go down the elevator. Or up. I'm not sure. Woo! Boop. Exciting. Okay. Of course, Kevin McLeod. Can never go wrong with this song. Wait, I hear you. Are we gonna drive down to him? Going to see the narrator or something? Or is he just singing to the music? I don't know what's happening. Just cancel the elevator, I guess. Hi! Wait. No! Screw it, I'm going down here. I'm gonna wait. There's some singing. Stanley. What's that? A short history of the relations between what, Portland and the Austria-Hungary. I don't know. Recommendations for the Oversight Committee. All right. So what? So this is. Okay, I guess there's nothing happening in here. Well, I guess we're gonna leave. That was great. That was fantastic. Thank you. Oh, okay. So what if I don't want to go in here. I don't trust this. Fine, I'll go in here.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
5, 8?
What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud.
Damn it.
Nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk,
All right.
pulling books off the shelf, looking
Yay.
behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be?
I don't know, maybe.
In fact, this keypad
Being a
guarded the
keypad?
terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra.
Nailed it.
Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy. So he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
Oh yeah. All right. We're gonna together take a deep breath in.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Yay! No time. Gotta go. I have no time. I gotta go down again. Yay! Oh, can't run out of that. That's fine. I have the melody stuck in my head now. All right, let's see.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
No, I'm going to the escape. I can't escape there. I'm going there now. You can't stop me.
This passageway had the word escape written on it. The truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
I'm totally okay with that. That's just how the story
The door
goes.
behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
No.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
All right, what if I walk backwards? No, it doesn't say. Like, that was a good choice. You know what? Let's go for it. You're not killing me. You're not killing me. You don't dare to kill me. Ooh. Ooh. I guess I'm... Oh. And... am I dead? We're gonna see. Let's see. Did we die? Looking... No, not yet, I think. We're fine. Holy shit. Ah!
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched
So dark.
closer to his demise, it reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man.
I mean, that still
He
hurts.
resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow
No.
life. Farewell.
No! Well... That's it. Oh. Oh.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
Cried the
In a
narrator.
single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Ugh. I do appreciate that they let me out. Thank you.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Just killing me. I don't know. It's a good question. Yeah. Listen to the lady. Ooh. What we got here?
When every
that's
path
fancy and
you
bright.
can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
I guess. Yeah, I can see that. To a degree. The set of two open doors was the very first concrete piece of Stanley's Parable's design. Once this room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it, an exploration of the contradiction this room posed. Yeah, I remember that, you could get quite different endings from that. This is... it's cute. Oh, Stanley's computer. It's like a little museum. Nature paintings. Those are the paintings. Yes. I like this. The Office. Can I open any of those? No. No, it's just a museum. That's fine. Button sounds. A selection of the sounds used throughout the game when buttons are pressed. Each sound is a mix of keyboard stroke and synthesized tone. Wait, I missed number 3. Worst. Well then. Credits. Oh, that's cool. That's excellent. Excellent. I appreciate those. Are those just different computers? Yeah, different Office computers with Solitaire on there. Employee database and something else, Windows 3.1 or so. I don't know, maybe older even. Boss Office. Wait, what's that? Screens from the development. That's nice. This is really a nice way, actually, to present the ending of a game. I don't know if it is, an actual ending. I kind of feel it is like a credit scene, an interactive credit scene. I like the idea. Underground, an early version of the underground portion of the game. Ooh, what's this?
How about they're throwing a surprise party for him for all his button pushing? Does that sound plausible to you?
Narration outtakes. Kevin Brighting. The voice of the narrator recorded dialogue for the entire game roughly 3 separate times over the 2 years of development. These are clips from the early takes that were not used in the final game. That's cool. Alright, we're just exploring more and more and more. Employee lounge, yeah. So there's clearly something to this. This is not this yet, I think. Freedom ending. This was the very first incarnation of the freedom ending in a game's alpha. Yes. More buttons. What? What the? Countdown desk. One of the desks from early version of the countdown ending. I don't know what the countdown ending is. Monitor room elevator. It's just gonna give me away. Countdown room. Fascinating. On, off.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Plop.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail.
Wait, what?
Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time...
I could always hit quit to menu, but... Should... I don't know. Screw it. Let's... Ooh, I heard the sound. I wonder if you hit quit to menu then, if something else happens. We'll see. We'll see. Quit to menu. Let's do this. We're gonna quit to menu, and we're gonna begin the game anew.